MP, you're about to go off.
An excellent matchup. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And tonight, we've got the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Dallas Mavericks. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Thunder, they're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
When I look at Minnesota, they're playing fantastic basketball right now. I know it's early in the year, but surprisingly, they may turn out to be the team to beat.
And now Dallas' starting group. Thompson out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Davis. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Washington in at the 3. And for Minnesota, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And the season's still very young, Clark. Important for teams to build some momentum early on.
Anytime you can get momentum, that's a good thing. Positive momentum I'm talking about. And you might not make or break your season with a good start early, but you don't want to establish a negative trend at all. Positive progress is what you're looking for.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota.
All right, MP, get back in there.
Here's Thompson. Turned in an outstanding game against Utah. Here's Washington, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. And playoff success has been rare in Minnesota. Last year was the first series win in 20 years, Clark.
How about this fact? That was LeBron's rookie season, 2004 BA. That's the last time the Timberwolves advanced in the playoffs. So T-Wolves fans, I think, really savored the trip to the conference finals and are looking for more from this group going forward.
And so Washington nails both of them.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
Here's Prez. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And finished off by Davis.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Here's Prez. He's guarded by Irving. Prez, the pass to Reed. Randall on the screen. Outside Edwards. The three is up. Nails it from 3. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Washington outside. Pass to Lively. Launches it. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. And the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year.
This team downed them in last year's conference finals, ultimately ending their championship dreams.
Yeah, a bitter pill to swallow, too. I mean, when you face that team again, that's always, not just in the back of your head, it's in the front of your mind, too. Getting a win would be some kind of consolation.
And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Oh, yeah. Irving, he has the mid-range in his bag now.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Prez. No made baskets yet. Here's Randall. Davis with a rebound.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
The 3 from Thompson. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And that one's good.
Well, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
Here's Irving after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Washington outside. Outside Irving. Irving. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here's Edwards. He's got 6. Here's Prez. Outside Edwards. Here's Prez. Clock at 6. Shoots over Thompson. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by McDaniels. Edwards got 8.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Davis, the pass to Irving. Back to Davis. And he can't get that one. Randall with some nice D. Minnesota's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Prez. Outside Reed. Here's Prez. No points so far. No good. That would have tied it. The Mavericks leading. Thompson outside. Pass to Lively. Back to Thompson. On the wing, Davis. Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial all-star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Here's Prez. Back to Daniels. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Prez, that's good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Now here's Randall. 23 points for him last game against Toronto.
While he's on you like this with all his size and length, it's hard to get a shot off on him.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And Dallas making a change here. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Marshall comes in for Washington. Exum's checked in for Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. With the 10-footer, outside for Randall. Pass to Prez. Back to Randall. Clark outside. Pure from three-point range. Now it's a three-point Minnesota lead.
Unselfish, good vision, nice dime by Julius.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
To end the cold spell. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Gafford. Davis has gotten his third basket of the night.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
And the basket by Clark.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Mavericks trail by 4. Dinwiddie finds Davis. For 3. And that's good. Spencer Dinwiddie for three.
Boy, Dinwiddie does not hesitate to go right back at a guy when he's been scored on. He wants a three of his own that time.
Prez, that's good. Prez has got 6 points.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Here's Dinwiddie. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And, you know, guys, we've talked about Dinwiddie's height before. Well, he does a good job using that height with these strong finishes.
Now here's Randall. Here's Prez. Pass to Alexander Walker. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Here's Marshall. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Utah. Clock at 4. Fires it from 18. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. And this game is tied up now. Here's Prez. He's guarded by Irving.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Puts up a 3. Marshall with the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Prez. Oh, powered down with both hands.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Here's Irving. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Irving's got 6.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defenders.
Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They trail by 1. Irving for 3. Doesn't go for him. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's Minnesota. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Rudy Gobert is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Edwards, and it's Prez in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Clark is checked in for the Timberwolves. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Dallas. Now here's Irving, guarded closely. Goes up at the stripe. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
You've got to love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Clark with a screen on Irving. Here's Prez. Gets the 3 to fall. 16 points for him.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Dinwiddie passes to Exum. Irving for 3. the shot. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Pass to Prez. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. That one goes in.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Right side, Irving. Clark grabs the board.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Dinwiddie's got 7 points.
You know, guys, I like the way Dinwiddie uses his body and strength. I mean, he doesn't have a problem overcoming physical defense.
Gobert passes to Prez. Good defense and anticipation to stop it.
Kyrie never backs off on the defensive end. Always scrapping and hustling.
The Timberwolves lead by 4. Here's Prez. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Gafford with a screen on Edwards. For 3, Dinwiddie gets the 3 ball to go. Dinwiddie's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, man, he is so shrewd in screen and rolls. Dinwiddie is good at sizing up and analyzing the situation and then making the right decision at the right time.
Gobert with a screen on Irving. Driving inside. Prez, the pass to Gobert. And here's Clark for 3. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie, no good.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Oh, there's the alley. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Again, the miss by Dinwiddie. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Picked by Gobert. Here's Prez. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Tries to break his ice. And no problem from Irving as he finishes at the rim. Irving's got 8.
That is the signature of Irving. He is an incredible finisher near the basket.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Clock at 2. Pass to Edwards. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Prez, the pass to Alexander Walker. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. And he lobs it up. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Prez. 22 points for him. And here's Edwards. From deep. Edwards on target.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Outside Irving. Pass to Gafford. Dinwiddie against Edwards. Dinwiddie, right side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
Both teams making substitutions here. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Prez. Randall, a screen on Thompson. Prez, the pass to DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Hardy. McDaniels with the rebound. Pass to Prez. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Thompson's shot is off.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Prez, the pass to Randall. Shot clock at 5. Here's Prez. Checked by Davis. There's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. Mavericks trail by 11. Takes the 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Prez. Defended by Thompson. McDaniels passes to Prez. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Lively's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Thompson. Now Davis. This one for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Davis has got 9.
Feeling it from 3D deep, way downtown. AD didn't know you had it like that, big fella.
Lets it fly. Prez, that's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Davis against Randall. Prez, the pass to Reed. The 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
On the wing, Davis. 43 seconds left in the first half. Over Randall, and that's good. Off the glass that time. 11 points in the game.
With that great length and quickness off the floor, Davis rising above to knock it down from mid-range.
Here's Prez. Davis with the defensive effort. Pass to Washington. Davis with it. Checked by Randall. Got a piece of it. Here's McDaniels. Hook it. And it's Randall with the assist. McDaniels got his first bucket of the night.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And so it's Minnesota in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Dallas Mavericks.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has. Substitutions, and Chris Finch has called timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Mavericks trail by 8. Taking a look at the Mavericks. Kyrie Irving out there with Thompson. Then there's Derek Lively. And then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Marshall in at the small forward position. Takes a 13-footer. Again, the miss by Dallas.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Here's Prez. He's guarded by Irving. Here's Prez. Banked it in off the glass. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. And the shot goes in. Irving's got 12 points in just the second half.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Randall outside. There's a screen. And the layup is good off the glass. Randall's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Irving for three. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Prez. And he's got 28 now. And he takes that one up. And powers it through.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Pass to Davis. Irving for three. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's Edwards on the wing. Thompson against DiVincenzo. Shoots over Thompson. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker comes in for Anthony Edwards. Gafford, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dinwiddie comes in for Kyrie Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Davis. Shoots over Randall. Davis can't hit.
Well, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Prez. 32 points in the game for him. Down low. Gobert. The shot won't fall. Nice D from Gafford. And here's the fast break. Here's Marshall. 6 points for him. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense.
offense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Here's Prez. Outside for Randall. Drops one in from the wing. Randall's got 7 now in this quarter.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Thompson with a screen. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Rebound Minnesota.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Prez, and there's the drive, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Clark's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Exum's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Mavericks trail by 12. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Minnesota's got 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Prez, the pass to Gobert. Get out of Gobert's way. Wow.
Making a play right there. Gobert just using his size.
Dinwiddie outside. Excellent outside. And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Davis against Randall. Misses off the right iron. Minnesota leading by 14. Gobert with a screen on Dinwiddie. Prez, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
1:10 left in the third. Davis a screen. Dinwiddie with it. And Clark picks him up defensively. Dinwiddie gets the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 17.
Dinwiddie doing damage with the rock in his hands. The defender just unable to keep up.
Here's Prez. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Pass to Randall. Here's Prez. Off the mark there with a 3.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Here's Dinwiddie. It's Exum on the wing. Fires the 3. Prez grabs the board. Prez has got 4 rebounds now. Randall a screen on Gafford. Going inside. Prez, the pass to Randall. Again, the Timberwolves score.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with a 16. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Prez in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie has good size at the point guard position, and he uses it well to draw fouls.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
Here's Prez. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. The fader. Gafford grabs the miss.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And he drops.
Oh, man.
Oh!
That was
Bad intentions.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Irving for three. Minnesota with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Edwards for three, knocks down the long J. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Dinwiddie outside. Lets the three fly. They get it back. Here's Marshall. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Prez. And a nice finish on the layup. Prez has got 38 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Dinwiddie outside. Out to the wing. Outside Irving. It's Exum on the wing. Covered by Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves lead by 20. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Edwards, a pass to Prez. Clark with the screen. Here's Prez. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. Driving in. Prez, the pass to Gobert. Here's Prez. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Pass to Edwards. There's the three. Oh, my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Minot's checked in for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo comes in for Alexander Walker. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
And here's Thompson for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Prez. Nails it from beyond the arc. Prez has got 44.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Irving. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. The Timberwolves have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Prez. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's had.
Now here's Irving. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Greg.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
Here's Prez. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
They're playing very smart basketball in this half. Not a single turnover yet.
So both teams changing it up here. Dallas has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Irving. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Prez has got 5 rebounds in the game. Over to the left wing. Fires from deep. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The 3 from Thompson hits a three-pointer.
Extremely dangerous from that range. That's Thompson's comfort zone right there.
Here's Shannon to the inside. Prez. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Lively passes to Davis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And Minnesota making a change here. Ingles is checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Washington.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavs. Thompson outside. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Ingles from outside. Buries it from 3. Ingles gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Back to Irving. With the teardrop. Good D by Gobert.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall.
Ingles, a screen on Washington. Pass to Shannon.
Right here.
Here's Prez. He's guarded by Washington. And it's Prez missing. Dallas has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Irving with it. Back to Thompson. 4-3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his 2nd this half.
Here's Prez. He takes it in, and he jams it home with authority.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Outside Davis. Shoots over Ingles. Davis misses.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Prez. Three-pointer, no good. Dallas has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. And it's Irving missing.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Here's Prez. That one goes. Count it. Prez has got 54 points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Washington outside. Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Prez has got rebound number 8 now.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Irving looking around. Pass to Thompson to stop the run. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful. I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
You got to appreciate Kyrie Irving's court awareness, outstanding, finding open teammates.
Conley with the ball. Here's Prez. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Prez has got 58.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Hits yet again. Wow. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And having this win on the books might give them a little...
Good! That's another bucket!
Oh, what a performance. Arguably the best in franchise history.
He's tied the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Back to Lively. It's good.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
44 seconds left in the final quarter. And it's Prez missing. Now Irving. Outside. Shakes him. And it's good on the layup.
Tonight has been all about Irving. When he's clicking, his offensive game is devastating.
Another bucket! Wow!
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time. Outside Irving. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling.
Wins pay the bills, baby.
For MP to have a game like that in his